Good day, gamers. If you're anything like me, you already had your coffee and you're ready for some new events in Rise of Kingdoms. And this time, we're looking at the realm of Mystique. And after I've been playing it for a while and finally managed to finish it, I dare say this is like a Golden Kingdom mix with Ian's Ballad on roids. And a few interesting mechanics. The only thing I will criticize about this event is it takes a lot of time to do it, and I'm pretty sure not all of us have the time to put on into finishing this event. And it's not like you can just stop, continue the next day where you were at. Once you queue, you get a team and you need to go all the way through, which maybe is something that Lilith might want to consider fixing or changing. Maybe add like checkpoints so you can stop there, maybe continue the next day. That will help. Now, strategy wise, I will say the difference with events like Zero Crisis is that in Zero Crisis you just need to survive and put enough DPS to kill the boss on time before it enrages. Enrage is a mechanic where there is a time limit. When you hit this time limit, the boss will become very strong, so strong that he will pretty much one-shot everybody in the group. But what is very interesting about the realm of Mystique, it's a very high peak of power creep. What I mean by this is, every time you advance, you get new relics or upgrades to the skills that you get. But this becomes very interesting because each boss has a different mechanic. This first boss is very easy. It doesn't have any strange mechanics or anything. You're gonna have enough power to finish it off fairly easy. But the next boss, the second boss in this event, is pretty much the wall that everyone crashes against, and most teams just can't beat this guy. Mostly because the amount of damage that people are taking is too much. And even once you manage to out-heal the damage that the boss is doing and keep everyone alive in the group, you still need to be able to out-DPS the healing that the boss does to itself. Otherwise you will never be able to finish this boss. Which is why, just for this fight, I think you do need at least one DPS in your group. That's why I recommend for the entire thing that you run at least 2 healers, 1 DPS, and of course 1 tank. And apart from this, I would recommend that first you choose the energy recharge skills. You make sure that you get them to a point where you know that you're gonna have your energy top up all the time, and you can just drop skills non-stopping, and pretty much you will be fine if you manage to do this and you get a decent group that knows what they're doing as well. Something that I did notice is that when I was paired with low or very low power players, I'm talking 500,000 power, maybe less, they were like super weak. They were one shot. I know these players are supposed to scale, but I think it's not working properly. Lilith will have to look into this, but long story short, if you are one of these players, the only thing that I can recommend maybe is choose to be a healer or to be a DPS, definitely. You can do some DPS, it's not a bad DPS since the skills that the game provides are range, and same with healing, they're range skills, so you don't really need to be touching the mobs to be doing your part in the group. But of course you're gonna have to be carried a little bit by everyone else. And for the last boss, it's not that difficult. It has some mechanics that need to be looked into. If you have done this boss in Zero Crisis, I don't remember its name, it has very similar mechanics to one of the bosses there. You should be able to do it. Pretty much what you need to do is kill the mobs first and DPS the boss down. Once all of the mobs are dead, they will respawn and you will have to kill them again. It depends on how long you take to kill the boss, how many times they will respawn. With that being said, personally I found it very fun and interesting to do this event. I do like challenging mechanics. There is a bit of challenge in this game mode, a little bit different from the other events. It might look a bit similar, but obviously the way you use the skills is different, which I like. But I do think that they need to implement a mode in which you can save and continue later, or something like this, so people have the time to do these kind of events, because not everybody has. And if you make it to the end of the video, I want to thank you very much, and I will appreciate if you haven't subscribed to please subscribe. I would love to reach those 1000 subscribers. That is my aim, and I will see you in our next adventures.